there, I'm Molly Hunt. I'm a research director at Class Research, and I'm here with my colleague Neil Oscarson, also a research director here at Class. And today we're here to talk about a solution called Multiview ERP. And Class recently published a report on this solution, and Neil is here to talk about it with us today.
Great to be here.
Thanks so much. So tell us a little bit about Multiview and why Class thought it was important to do a report.
Multiview is an ERP solution, and generally play with hospitals that are in the smaller size, maybe 200 beds or so. And the ERP area has been a really impactful area over the last 2 to 3 years in healthcare. A lot of organizations have been making decisions about who to partner with. And so one of the things that Class has been interested in is what are the opportunities and what are the solutions that work well for the smaller systems that may not be looking at an entire enterprise solution. And so we decided to do this research and partner with Multiview and had the chance to talk to their customers and really enjoy the research process.
Excellent. So tell us a little bit more about who their customers are and who we spoke to for this research.
Yeah, so we had 21 conversations with current Multiview customers. And of those 21 customers, about 2/3 of them were hospitals, standalone hospitals. And the rest of the 1/3 were clinics and a couple of long-term care facilities. So we had that breakdown. That feels like that's about the breakdown of their customers. And we had the chance to talk to 21 of them, as I mentioned, and get really deep feedback about what their experience has been like with Multiview.
Okay, so it sounds like they serve kind of the smaller hospital market, which we know there's a lot of challenges for those folks. So tell us about the problems that Multiview is helping to solve and the outcomes that their customers are getting.
Yeah, it was really interesting, and one of the opportunities we have in these conversations is to ask directly about outcomes. What are the outcomes that you're achieving with this solution? And 75% of the customers that we talked to expressed that they were getting meaningful impact and outcomes within 12 months of rolling out Multiview. And most often those outcomes were around efficiency. They really appreciated the intelligent solutions that help them become more efficient in their budgeting and closing the month process. They talked about needing less people to manage their finances. And then they talked about the fact that it made them a better run organization. It gave them insights and the ability to use their finances, not just as a close the numbers and move on to the next month, but as insights to make impactful decisions over the next few months.
Yeah, which we know health systems have to do more with less right now. So it sounds like it's really helping out in a lot of important areas. What other strengths did their customers identify as you had conversations with them?
Yeah, one of the biggest strengths was a bit of a surprise to me, and that was a mention of a lot of customers talked very positively about the integration between their ERP solution and the EMR. And anybody who's been in healthcare very long, IT, knows how impactful integration is. And we heard many positive comments about how smooth the integration was to the EMR and the ability to get data that was impactful for that process. We also heard a lot about the nature of the partnership. That people really enjoyed working with Multiview, that they were viewed as a partner, that they appreciated the ease of the implementation. And so generally, I think the biggest things that stood out were implementations are smooth, integration's good, and Multiview is a company that's just easy to work with.
Any areas for improvement that their customers identified?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing we heard from customers were they would love additional functionality and additional development around it. People mentioned payroll and some other opportunities. But the biggest thing that we heard was continued guidance and leadership in the finance space. Many of these hospitals don't have the financial expertise or think that it's lacking, and they're looking for their solutions to be really integrated partners with them in making financial decisions. And so we heard about training, we heard about kind of ongoing guidance, and that was the biggest opportunity was Multiview continue to partner with us and make us a better financial organization.
Yeah, makes sense. Organizations like that need not only the technology, but that additional guidance.
The expertise.
Any other final takeaways or learnings from the research?
Yeah, this was really fun research for us to do because the ERP space is so impactful today. And what we learned was Multiview is a very viable solution for an ERP for these hospital systems. As we kind of categorize ERP, we have the 3 pillars of HR, finance, and supply chain. And Multiview does not have currently an HR solution, but they are extremely viable as a financial solution for these health systems. And many of the, especially standalone hospitals, are using them as a key part of their overall ERP strategy.
Excellent. Well, thanks so much. Great insight. Really appreciate you sharing.
Thanks for having me.
If you would like to read the full report on Multiview, visit our website at classresearch.com.